promise not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children, the Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isobo. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on this very program today. I appreciate everyone that has been able to connect to this very program. And I thank you wherever you are connecting from. If you are joining from Biafra land, my special thanks goes to you as always. If you are joining from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia, from Canada, from New Zealand, from Russia, from China, whichever part of the world you are connecting to this program, I welcome you and I appreciate you for your effort to join. Please, as you join, kindly like and share this program. Like and share this program. I beg you in the name of Chukwu Kabiama. That is the only help you can give me here. You like and share so that other people can key into this program and join us and hear the message. Remember, as I always say, we are still in the radical evangelism that our Prime Minister have directed us to engage in. We will continue to do that until we get into Biafra. For those who are joining us for the very first time, this is an auto-piloted platform under Biafra Republic Government in Exile, headed by Mazu Simon Epa and on the absolute leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is where we stand, and we continue to make points and make wave to the world. We don't come here to preach propaganda or blackmail against anybody. We come here to speak the truth and nothing but the truth. We come here to encourage fellow Biafrans. We do not come here to preach hate. We do not come here to push any manner of violence. No, what we preach here is the truth and nothing but the truth. Waking up our people to let them know their responsibility and also explaining to the world the real situation of the contraction called Nigeria and what is happening to the Biafran people. That we will continue to do, no matter what the enemy does, no matter their attack, their hindrances, obstacles. If they like, they can buy up the media. We will continue to speak with the little voice we have, even if it is only one person watching We will continue to shout on top of our voices until they hear us. So, as many as have joined the very broadcast now, please kindly share. Share this broadcast in your WhatsApp group, any WhatsApp group you belong into. Make sure you share this broadcast out there. Share to family and friends. Share to even our enemies. Let them hear us and get the record straight. You never can tell who the message is going to come across. It can save life. So, I welcome every one of you that has joined us. Today, we want to talk about the fall of the empire, the evil empire that every one of us know, the fall of the evil empire and the resurrection and the rising sun. The resurrection of the rising sun and the fall of the empire. This topic is going to be very, very wide. We are going to drive it to different directions and different dimensions, and we'll try as much as possible, as usual, to sensitize Biafran people. That is the target. To make sure that Biafrans are aware of what is going on. That is the target. So today I have come once again to wake up your spirit, to talk to you about several things that are happening. When you think it's over, more will be revealed. When you think it's all over, more will be coming. But I tell you, finally, if you have watched the broadcast of our Prime Minister yesterday, the broadcast that came from our Prime Minister yesterday, if you have watched it, you will know that we have conquered the enemies. You will know that the empire of the evil ones, the empire of the moles and their sponsors have finally collapsed, and they have nowhere to hold hand anymore. Our Prime Minister of Biafra government in exile, Master Simon Ekpa, nailed them yesterday. For some people who are still having doubts, you see, now it has become very clear why they are so much bent on stopping Biafrans from making their choice on whom to listen to. They exhaust a lot of energy and power, including punishment, to those who listen to the truth. If you are speaking the truth, you don't have to be worried who people go to and who they don't go to. All you need to do is to push the message out and give the advice. You don't go to the extreme. But all this while, now you have seen the reason why they don't want you to listen to Master Simon Ekpa. Finally, the evil that they have planned have been uncovered fully. And the exposition has finally completed. Now, ask them. Those of them who say they don't know whom to follow, they don't know who is telling the truth and who is lying. Today, are you still doubting whom to follow? Are you still doubtful wherever you are? Are you still contemplating if you're on the right side or on the wrong side? I don't think so. But if you are, it means you don't know what you are doing. It means your case is a special case and Chukwu Okike only can deliver you. Every one of us have seen the last battle that is being fought in that country called Nigeria. You can see the battle of the dying horse. When you see the way they are attacking Biafrans right, left, and center, you will know that this is actually the fight of a dying horse. They can no longer withstand what is happening. They can no longer be able to breathe because they know that they can't stop Biafra, and they know that Biafra has finally become a reality. Today you see them fighting different kinds of battle. They go to the extent of bringing the enemies of the states. They bring murderers and those who are known with one criminal activity or the other. They bring them to Asorok on broad daylight, all in the name of fighting against Biafra. You see, some of you are not getting the point. When you see the way the Zoological Republic is operating today, the way the caliphate is being structured, if you see what is happening in the government of Nigeria today, some of you think it is because of the London board. The attack is not on the London board. The attack you are seeing today, both the court case and everything you are seeing, the rigging of the election, it is not about the London board. It is about the Biafran people. It is targeted at the Biafran people. Even when some of you pretend not to know that the target is the Biafrans, the coming of Biafra is what the target, the old southeastern region. They know that there is no way they can stop it. They try to see if they can be able to quell it through their so-called political means by convincing you or tricking you. They tricked those they can trick, but Biafrans, they stood their ground. and they were not shaking. They thought that it would be business as usual. When we begin to talk about election, we will forget our freedom and begin to talk about election. But they saw that this time around, we stood our ground. We preached that no Biafran should get involved until the end of it. We are talking about it, and we continue to speak about that till today. Everything you are seeing today that is happening is structured to fight against the Biafra. When you look at the Asarok today, what they are doing, you will know that nothing has changed. Just as this man who is there now have said, just as Tinubu said when he was campaigning, that he was going to carry on with the legacy of the late Muhammad Buhari. And today, that legacy is what he's carrying on and pursuing. You know, for us, we don't just hear word or we forget about it. We don't just forget about things. People say words and forget about it, or they joke about it. We don't joke about words because we know that the people we are dealing with don't joke about words. The Fulanis they don't make an empty threat. Whatever they tell you they're going to do, they will do it. It will only take time. It will only whatever they pursue, they are going to pursue it to the end. It will only take time. This man who is there now campaign and say he's going to continue with the legacy. And that was why they united together and make sure that he takes over power. And they are not going to leave it. It doesn't matter how many times you go to court. They will prefer the disintegration of Nigeria than you being their leader. But some of you don't understand it. But as the day goes by, every day you wake up, you go to the media, you see reason why you must get out of the zone. More especially the Biafran people. The reason becomes much more clearer than it was yesterday. Every day you wake up, you go to the media, you see that your reason for walking out of the zoo becomes much more clearer than it was before. Today, when you woke up and you saw the kind of people they are inviting in Asarok, are you not concerned? Are you not concerned? You saw a man who is full of hate, a man who have threatened a whole tribe to exterminate them. You saw a man who has continued to take life, an ex-militant, a criminal, being celebrated in Asarok, even while he was brandishing ammunition that they told you that it is banned in that contraption for an individual to own. What he was showing on live video was not a double barrel. He was showing M19 and AK-47. Even when somebody called his attention to stop doing what he's doing, he took a bluff to it. He told the person not to disturb me, and he continued to brandish those weapons. And you are wondering, why will he be doing that? Now the message is clear. Now you see why he's doing that. There are some people who have sent him right from the onset to destroy the Biafran struggle. This was the same man who came and told you that he is the president of Biafra, the facto government in homeland. He made himself a president of Biafra. And we were just watching. And even at that time, you know that the zoo didn't take him serious. They laughed at him. Lion Mohammed, in his own words, said that he was just seeking attention. When he was asked questions about that, he said he was just seeking attention. And they never took him serious. Because they knew what he was looking for is what he just got now. And from that moment, they begin to contract him to work for them. And they contracted him to destroy the struggle. Gave him all access to all manner of weapons. And gave him a free hand to take any life he wants to take and leave those he wants to leave. And he has focused his operation on Biafra land. More especially the Igbo Biafrans. This man have become a tool to destabilize the southeast. This is the instrument they have used. When you are hearing about the unknown gunmen, you are hearing about this and that, you are hearing about troubles on the seat at home, it has not become clear where it was all coming from. But are you not surprised that that same man who is supposed to be locked up was brought to Asarok and was celebrated? He was talking to the media and calling out an innocent man who has faced the court, and the court said, let him go. An innocent man who has no skeleton in his cupboard. Another man who has never, ever been found guilty by any court of law on the planet Earth. If you are not concerned, you must be concerned. While he was doing all that trash, we were watching. He went up to the extent of calling out our Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in exile. That was where he crossed the line. That is a no-go area. Anybody that his or her madness carries her to a Prime Minister and he calls his name wrongfully, that is your end. It is not just because we are saying it, it is because Chukwu Kabema made it so. And if you think it's a lie, go and check every other person that have made our Prime Minister their focus and enemy. Where are they today? Where are they today? When you make that move, you see your end. When you try that move, you see your end. Go and check from record. And when the gods want to kill a man, they will first of all make him deaf and dumb. And that was why this man was deaf and dumb. He ignored every warning. He ignored all signs and evidence around him. And he called out our Prime Minister. And that marks the end of the evil empire. That is the beginning of the end of evil empire. And our Prime Minister have told him, wait for us, we are coming. And I bet you, he has just signed his own warrant by himself. He has just done it by himself. It doesn't matter who he hide under. If you like, go and sleep in Asoro. If you like, go and begin to move with the whole convoy of military and your criminal gang. Your time is up. And Chukwu Abiyama, who has given the assignment that Biafra will restore, will definitely take you out. It's not going to take time. Everybody that is in Biafra land today that is watching, every Biafran should be concerned. And the time has come for us to wake up. Wake up and pursue that which is ours. And make sure that Biafra is restored. No matter what you hear, no matter what you see, no matter the propaganda and blackmail, it doesn't matter where they come from. We must make sure that Biafra is restored. The restoration of Biafra is something that every one of us must continue to pray for and work towards. We have no other hope. We have no other way to pursue it. And that time is now, the appointed time. If we lose this time, you might not get this kind of opportunity anymore. Every barriers, every evil standing on the way of Biafra has been exposed. Not just been exposed, have been destroyed and diminished. Every evil that is standing on the way of Biafra, they are known. And when you know your enemy, your problem is half solved. Immediately you know your enemy or the source of your problem, the problem is halfway solved. Today, every enemy of Biafra, they can no longer hide. They are all in the open, from A to Z, both inside and outside, both the pretenders and those who are truly working. Every enemy of Biafra, they are today in the open. We know them by their names. And you that is a Biafra, you have to pay attention. Pay very good attention. Do not be deceived. Do not be dragged away. Do not be distracted. We are focused on pursuing our freedom. That is the only thing that can guarantee our safety. The freedom of Biafra people is the only thing that can guarantee the safety of the Biafrans. Always have that at the back of your mind. Pursue the truth. Follow it and stand by it. That is the only way forward. Today, I can tell you that I'm very happy. I can tell you I'm very happy because our enemies cannot hide. There's no hiding place for the enemy of Biafra. There's no hiding place. More especially those enemy inside that have become a distraction. Those who pretend that they are with you but are not with you. Those who have been paid, all those agents that have been paid, and they've been pretending they were among us all this while. Just as our Prime Minister of Biafra, as I said, that he was going to chase them all out from IPOB. He has just done that. He has just chased them all from IPOB. Whatever propaganda they are pushing today is just the fight of a dying horse. Excuse me. That's the fight of a dying horse. And it doesn't matter how they fight, how they pretend, they can never, ever, ever succeed what is coming. They will not succeed what is coming. The sun is rising very, very fast. Faster than we expected. Biafra is coming. The earlier you believe it, focus on it, and follow it, the better for you. Biafra is coming, and nobody can stop it. You can't. You that is watching me, if you have any intention of stopping Biafra, you better go and look for something else to do. Because the more you try to stop Biafra, the more you make it come faster. You saw them, they kidnapped Mazen Nandekan, and they began to celebrate. They began to make it a headline. They began to prepare all manner of things that they have ended Biafra. But today, what is going on? Today, Biafra has become much more real than it was ever. Biafra have made much more progress than they have made before. We have made much more friends than we had before. We have had much more allies than we had before. And finally, Biafra has had a mandate. We have a target date, 2023, for restoration. Take it or leave it. We are working towards it, and by the special grace of Chukwu Karima, it is going to happen. It is going to happen. There is no amount of lies, no amount of propaganda, no amount of blackmail that can stop it. The more you try to stop the coming of Biafra, the more you make it hasten up. The sun must rise. The time is now. The sun must rise. And that is why you are seeing the things that are happening, the revelations that are coming right, left, and center. Coming from everywhere. Everything that is supposed to hold us down today is being exposed. And they are fighting their last battle. You see what is happening in Enugu State. We are losing lives on a daily basis. The S-men have resumed the attack. Excuse me. They have resumed the attack. But no matter how they resume the attack, they can never succeed. It doesn't matter what they plan, it doesn't matter what they do. We are going to overcome them as we are following them head on. Look at Imo State. Hope Uzodinma is still bent on destroying the life of the Biafran people. The people who he was supposed to protect. He is still fighting against them. Destroying their lives and property. And you think that will be forever. It can never be forever. He has come to the end of the road. Every one of us has to prepare for what is coming. Because the Biafran that is coming is not going to have mercy on anybody. It's going to pity anybody. It is going to go like a wildfire to set everybody that's in bondage free. The Biafrans must be free. We have chosen our path of freedom. And there is nothing any man can do to make us change that direction. As Mazen Nandekan said, we are consistency personified. Consistency is our watchwords, and there's nothing anybody can do about that. We will continue to pursue our freedom, continue to follow our freedom until we get to do Biafra, and the time is very, very short and close. That is why we are doing the finishing touches. Our Prime Minister is attending meetings upon meetings upon meetings, going around all day. And if you watch the program today, you can see the progress have been made. The states in Biafra are being named one after the other. All the states in Biafra land and their local government and the structure is being unveiled. It is very important that you follow every event that is happening today. These are what is going to lead us to Biafra. And these are the things that you need to know before we get into Biafra. We are talking about a nation. We are not talking about friendship. We are not talking about family. This is a nation that will comprise of different ethnic groups, different tongues, different human beings. Even in a family, people behave differently. It happens again and again. The situation that we are in now is a time that everybody must wake up. If you are still waiting for Master Simon Epa to come and beg you, or Master Nandekan to come out and begin to preach to you, That means you don't know yourself. I'm not sure you deserve to be on the planet Earth. I'm not sure. It's so sad that when I see some people who are still hoping and believing that Mazen Nandekano somehow will be free today and he will go under the microphone and begin to agitate. Mazen Nandekano, before they arrested him, you remember he said, I am tired of broadcasting. I do not want to broadcast anymore. I want to fight for my country and get it. And today, Mazen Nandekano is engaging in that fight. You that is watching me that say have some little freedom, what are you doing? What are you doing? The only thing you do very well is to complain. When you are being told to sit at home, you complain. You complain about literally about everything without any addition. There's no need to complain. We are in the time that everybody has to take action. We must, no matter what you can do, no matter how small the impact you want to make is, go ahead and make that impact. It is important. It's going to lead us a very far way. When few people add up something together, before you know it, it becomes big. And you come on, young, and you come on, that is why today I am telling you that you must pay attention to everything that's happening around you. Do not take this struggle for granted. Do not take this struggle for granted. If you do, you have yourself to blame. If you take this struggle for granted, you will have yourself to blame, definitely. We are in a time when everything is against us. We are in a time when the opportunity for us to step out is there, and we cannot afford to miss that opportunity. I thank you for our Prime Minister Biafra's government, who is doing a great work, making moves. Those who are bent on drawing him back, we don't have much word for you. Chukwu Okike Abiyama is already in control, and you'll be dealt with at the right time. Our mandate from Chukwu Okike Abiyama we will continue to hold for as long as we live, because we know that Chukwu Okike Abiyama is not for joke. It's a reality. What you see is what you get. Prepare yourself for the coming sit at home. 1 week sit at home that is coming. That 1 week sit at home is going to be the icebreaker. If you want freedom, you must engage in that 1 week sit at home. With all the explanation that our Prime Minister have made. Some of you who are asking, declare Biafra, declare, look at the Declaration of Biafra coming. The Declaration of Biafra is coming with speed. What are you doing? The Declaration of Biafra is coming. You see Mazi Samonepa, our Prime Minister, unveiling the states of Biafra, state by state, showing you the cabinets and the structure. We have never seen this before. This is the new dimension that Mazi Nandekano talked about. Today, the new dimension is playing out before your own very eyes. You must embrace it and do the right thing. Embrace the new dimension. There's no way you can blackmail it. Your propaganda cannot stand it. It doesn't matter what you think. The Biafrans must be free. Because Chukwu Okike said so. We know we are free people. We are freeborn. We are not slaves and has never been. And we are not fighting to dominate or take over anybody's land. No. All we are doing is to secure our land, our heritage. To secure our identity. Because there is a great attack against our identity. We are going to overcome. The sun is definitely going to rise. It doesn't matter whether you believe or you don't believe. That's what I tell people. All you got to do is to play your own role. Play your own role now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Play your own role. And if you refuse to do it now, that opportunity might not come again. It might not come again. Whatever Chukwu Okike have placed in your heart to do today for the coming of Biafra, start immediately. Don't wait. Start immediately. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. We have all it takes to build ourselves. We have all it takes to become a nation. But they continue to hide it from you, push lies from you, and make you believe that you cannot survive without them. Meanwhile, they are the one that cannot survive without you. That is the truth. They make you feel you cannot survive with them. They have impoverished the people in the social, more especially the Biafran people. The attack on the Biafran people is so much, so much that they have made them to believe that without them they can't survive. And that is the mentality of our politician, more especially. That is why a politician in Biafra land will do everything that the master told him, including taking the life of his own people, just to be relevant in the eyes of the masters. This cannot continue. In this era of restoration of Biafra, you have seen it. You have seen so many things coming, and more are going to come. We will choose our friend. Nobody is going to make friends for us. You can't choose our friend for us. Biafrans will choose those who will be their friend. And our interests will always come first. It doesn't matter. You can give your interest to anybody. You can sell your own interest out. But for us, our interest will be with us. The stage is set for anything to happen. Biafra is fast coming. Prepare yourself. Prepare for the sit at home that is coming so that you can be part of it. Prepare fully for it and wait for what is coming. So many other informations are coming out there. You have seen the last exposition of the man you call the Karawat lawyer who claimed to be representing Mazen Nandekan. It is so shameful. When you watch the program that Mazen Samuel could do yesterday and you are not moved, that means you don't have conscience. If you watch that program yesterday and you are not moved, it means you don't have conscience. You see what a brother was doing to his brothers, taking them to all manner of shrines here and there, destroying lives and property. And finally, here he is. Chukwu Okukebema, I thank you for your grace. I thank you for your power. I thank you for your presence. I thank you for guiding and protecting the Biafra people. I thank you on behalf of Mazen Nandekano Chukwu Okukebema. I thank you. I thank you on behalf of Mazen Samanepa. I thank you on behalf of all the members of the cabinet of Biafra Republic Government in Exile. I thank you, Chukwu Okukebema, for the ESN, for the Liberation Army, for all the media warriors, and for Omada. I thank you for all thy goodness. May your name be praised. You have started a good work in our life and you will accomplish it. That work you started in our life, you will accomplish it. No matter what the devil tries, that work must be accomplished. Anywhere you are today, pay attention to what is happening around you. Another invitation that you must be concerned about is the invitation of Brigade into Asorok. The invitation of Brigade in Asorok is another invitation that you must have to check thoroughly. It is sad that we don't have journalists who have the balls to ask the right question. The journalists we have in Nigeria are brown envelope journalists. They don't have the balls to face an interview openly. And I'm not surprised because you have gotten a president who is even scared to face interview. So you feel what you are doing is right. It is not right. May Chukwu Okukabiyama continue to guide and protect every Biafran. Wherever you are watching this program from, I say may Chukwu Okukabiyama protect you, protect all the freedom fighters all over the world, protect the Umuada, protect the Eastern Security Network, protect every one of us, protect our Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of the Exile. May Chukwu Okukabiyama protect you, secure you, and give you more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. May Chukwu Okukabiyama guide and protect our Supreme Mazen Nandekam, secure him, give him more power, give him more strength, give him more revelation. Very soon we will all meet and we will celebrate. I thank Chukwu Okukabiyama who has given us grace to be alive up to today. May his name be praised. Please, if you have not subscribed to this very channel or if you are not following me, try to make sure you subscribe and key in. And if you are not shared, try as much as possible to share this program. That is the least you can do so that we can be able to reach it to other people. I appreciate every one of you that have connected. If you have time, join me in the evening on my Facebook page, King David Exploit Expose. I will be there to expose some other things on video. Thank you so much for watching wherever you're watching from, and stay blessed. See you later.